Okay, welcome back to the channel. Today, Cutlass things, because this thing is like that close. And I tried to drive it out and drive it back in, and it was like locked up in the front right, and it was kind of running not very good. I tried to mess with the timing and figured out it's obviously quite wrong. Usually this is, you know, like that. Like 90 degrees about. This guy is usually facing that way. That's usually pointing about there. Usually a little bit further. But I had this thing buried. And from what I understand, when you're doing initial tune-up and fire up, or initial fire up and breaking in the cam, one way that you can kind of put it in a safe place is crank the distributor until the RPM is going up, and then it starts to run crappy, and then you dial it back. And then lock it down there, and then you can kind of mess with, you know, mixture screws and stuff like that if you want. Or you're supposed to. But this is obviously not right, because that's touching the manifold. So I pulled the number one spark plug, which is that guy over there, and I am going to, and I bumped it over and I heard it hiss, and then I tapped it a little more and it did it again. So that tells me that's coming up on the compression stroke. So that means that, and I put a zip tie in there and it wouldn't curve down. It would hit the top of the piston and go flat. So that's really close to top dead center, because I just need to realign the distributor. And what I'm going to try is, some people, the method that I'm going to try is, you get it really close. If the oil pump drive shaft doesn't actually line up perfectly the first time and it drops all the way down, then you just have it set in place, you bump it, oil pump drive shaft spins, and then the distributor will drop the rest of the way. You can lock it down, fire it up, do the thing, right? I am a little nervous because this thing fires up really, really nice right now. I should be able to get it right back where it is, but it's one of those things where I'm like, it's so close right now. But as soon as I try and get into RPM, it goes, and it does bad things. So, yeah. So we're going to try and fix the timing. We're going to put an actual timing light on it, for God's sakes. And then we are going to, hopefully by the end of this video, have an air cleaner on it, have this bolted back together because I'm an idiot, throw a couple other bolts in there, make sure the radiator isn't going to fall out, put the hood on, fix this brake, which is probably brake lines, and drive this bitch. That's the plan for this video. At the very least, we're going to get this thing tuned up right to where when we do have a nice day, because, I mean, it's beautiful today, but we're supposed to have some really gnarly cold weather here for a little bit. But it's dry, so we'll see. Any which way, we're tinkering on the Cutlass. We got to get this damn thing turnkey, get on the road, because it fills my body with serotonin every time I drive this fucking thing. I love it so much. Oh, perfect. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, cool. Sorry, I'm nervous about pulling the distributor. I don't want to. But here I go. Unplug the power wire out of the HEI, because if you go to bump it over to try and find top dead center with this, and you still have power to the coil in the HEI cap, it's going to fire off, and you're going to be shit out of luck with one dead cylinder. Not dead cylinder, one missing cylinder. So, just unplug that thing. Ask me how I know. So what that does, okay, so what that does is it's meshed with the cam gear, so technically the timing is where it needs to be. And then when you bump it over, it's turning the oil pump, but since it's already meshed with the cam gear, it won't change that timing. So oil pump spin, drops the rest of the way. Booyah. I do think I have this 180 degrees out, but we'll see. All right, come on, baby. Yo, what? Oh shit. Shit. Cool. Oh god. Soot. Let me show you something. You know what these are? Starter cables for the Corvette, for the 68. Cars know, they just know. They know things. And then they do things. Oh boy, do they. They get jealous. They get jealous. Look what I did. Look what I did for the ungrateful hoopty. Oh, a bird. It's a bird. There's a bird in the garage. Oh, that's fine. I thought it was a mouse or a rat or rodent or mole or vole. I was like, man, look how close I am. I found this on Marketplace, and I was like, oh, do I want a ratchet shifter? Yes. Yes, I do. I want one. So I went and got one for the Cutlass, because I was going to drive it soon. And then I go put the keys in the thing, and I did the thing. You saw what happened. The starter tried to murder itself. It said, 3 times too many, playboy. I hope you know where your fire extinguisher is and like the smell of almost death, you dumb shit. Cars. But then, you know, cars. Cars, man. This ain't planes, trains. This is automobiles. Pretty gross. There's a lot to be learned by vehicles. And there's a lot that they will teach you, whether you like it or not. Let me count the ways. Long story short of it all, I just absolutely torched the dog shit out of that starter. Was I abusing it too much? You tell me. Because I don't fucking know. But in doing so, found a weak point. I'm pretty sure it was just that starter. So had to switch gears. Because you know what? I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Full transparency, you ready? It's Friday night. I've had a long week. I didn't get to wrench that much. Or at all. And when I did wrench, tried to burn my Cutlass Supreme down and potentially the entire garage with everything that I really enjoy in it. Besides my wife, of course. I would have had to bring her in here. In order to stay on track so I can get back in YouTube's silly little algorithm, so that I can continue to pick up subscribers, continue to pick up people, continue to get views and watch time, so I can continue to make this content and make it better and better and better and better, I'm going to wrench a little bit longer. Sometimes cars just stop you dead in your tracks. So I'm shifting gears. I'm going to see if I can drop an HEI distributor in here. Because that popping and backfiring, I feel like it's electrical, it's not getting enough spark. And when I did have the sparkulator, the illuminator, oh, it's a little pine siskin. Hi. Cute. It's a cute bird. That explains all the bird shit. Who'd have thought? Not me. My back popped when I did that. I'm going to get this to top dead center. I'm going to try and put an HEI in it. I'm just going to try and fix the biggity bang booms, because even when I had the little illuminator deal on there, it was barely lighting up. Barely. The step van has better spark. I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, it gets hot and wants to pow, 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 and it got worse. Spark plugs obviously are a little sooty. You saw that one. Pretty much all of them look like that. Pretty much exactly like that. So I don't know what you want to call this video. If you want to call it a failure, wouldn't blame you. Full transparency, I gotta stay on this algorithm. I gotta keep up, because I ain't fucking quitting. No, I ain't. But you know what? That feeling, that's the feeling. I'm chasing that high of getting to a destination in this car and being able to get out, take a few steps back, and look at this thing in a different setting than my garage or the other garage or on a trailer. Get to see this out in the wild, not rotting somewhere, not tucked away for nobody to see. I feel like I'm made of cheese whiz, especially my vertebrae. Hong Kong phooey. Good news, guys. I fingered the holes. Everything's A-okay. I'm old. Yeah. I like the yellow wires. I'm not gonna lie. There are certain tasks that working on vehicles, like I'd rather be dragged naked behind a pickup truck. You know? Like the heater core in the 85. Yeah, I'd rather get cracked in the sack, I think. So, sorry it wasn't zippy long stockings today. Oh, let this be a lesson though. Sometimes cars kick you really hard in the genitals. And then you have to take a breather. I don't throw wrenches. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow for another upload where I don't crash and burn and absolutely take a dump on the floor, figuratively speaking. It'll be better. And that's the end of that. So I appreciate you. Please come back. Oh, jeez. Hey, not shout out to that starter. That was scary as shit. That thing went, oh yeah? You want to crank me? You want to crank me 3 times back to back, dude? Burst into flames. Fucking piece of garbage. Ugh. I love this car so much, I just want to drive it. Is that so much to ask? Is that crazy? All right, I'm going to go inside and sit on a lit candle.